friends, and welcome
Back
to another. We did it again. We did the thing last week where I said I started talking and you finished my...
Yeah, consistency's good.
Yeah. So we're doing another one of these. This is episode number 2.
Hello!
And episode number 2 of A Fool's Perspective. I'm going to just ixnay our thing of not saying our names till the end.
Is that Yiddish?
What?
Is that Yiddish? I don't speak
I'm going to just... We're gonna.
Oh, it's Pig Latin. That's what it is.
We're going to not do that thing for this sake alone because we're only 2 episodes in and we already have a super special guest.
Who is it?
On the show. You're not leaning in far enough.
How about now?
Say what you just said again.
Who is it?
They totally heard you. I'm just...
Son of a bitch.
Well, he's not really special. He's one of the fools.
What do you mean he's not special?
It's Rob.
Hey, I'm Rob. And I'm not special, apparently.
Well, okay. So don't worry. Don't adjust your headsets. Yes, they sound similar. They are different people, though. You'll catch it by the end of this hour, hopefully. If you don't, oh well. It's the same person. Forget it. Forget I said anything. Well, I'm Zach.
I'm Mike.
And I'm not special Rob.
Yeah. And we got special Rob, not special Rob here. 3/4 of the fools are in house today to talk about what? What do you guys want to talk about today? What's going on? How was your week, Mike?
It was good until I found out that Taco Bell got rid of their dollar menu.
That really bothers you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they are putting a damper on my weekly Taco Bell trips.
You don't do that.
Says you.
You do not go to Taco Bell.
You literally
weekly.
don't ever do that, ever.
Taco Bell switched up their value menu, confusing a nation of stoners.
Hey, how about
if
this?
you're going to read directly from an article, can you at least give context? What is the article?
Actually, before you do that, tell me 3 things on Taco Bell's value menu if you go there so frequently.
I can't because they just changed it.
Okay, previously then.
No.
Right. Okay, so now that we've cleared that up.
So this obviously hit hard for you.
I'm not proving anything to you, first of all.
Hit him real hard.
Where are you going to go otherwise?
Pretty much floored.
Where are you going to go otherwise if you're not going to go to Taco Bell?
Who has the closest dollar menu?
Who
In
doesn't
regards
have
to what?
Or in regards to things on a food menu costing $1. Are you feeling okay?
Do
not
you
special,
want
Rob?
Do you want tacos?
Tacos sound good.
Or you just want something for $1?
Yeah, well, I mean both, right? Like, who doesn't want $1 taco?
Rob, how was your week?
A hell of a lot better than his. That's for sure.
I assume you're not so beaten up about this.
I could give a crap about Taco Bell and their dollar menu.
You could?
You could give a crap?
You
Really?
could actually give a crap?
So you are a little upset then? Because if you couldn't give a crap, you wouldn't care.
I could care less.
So you do have some...
There's a little inkling of caring then.
Yeah. Do you not understand what you're saying?
Maybe I am really broken up about this.
Well, I agree. I'm with Rob on this one. My week was pretty damn good. I don't give a shit about this Taco Bell
That's
thing.
so nice for you both.
Literally just became a problem like 5 minutes ago. If he really cared, he would have found out about it way earlier.
Yeah, he
Well,
literally
I haven't looked at the news until
randomly
today.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How do you go 6 days of the week not looking at the news?
Because we only podcast 1 day a week.
And that's the only day you care about what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my day was real. My day. I'm all fucking turned around. My week was also really good.
You're turned around like the value menu at Taco Bell.
Is it turned around or is it gone?
They changed the value menu. They got rid of the dollar menu.
Okay, so there's still cheaper things. They're just not for $1.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's rough.
It's a little rough.
Okay.
Is it like when you bite into a taco and a piece of the hard shell taco goes up into your gums rough?
Yes!
Wow. What a description.
That's a perfect analogy for how I'm feeling right now.
Sometimes I eat tacos with hard shells. Most of the time I eat the soft ones so I don't stab my fucking gums.
Wow, maybe Rob is beaten up about
Yeah, but
this.
See?
Not as beaten up as my gums.
So, I actually want to be honest with you guys. So, you ready?
Okay.
I don't go to Taco Bell every week.
All right. Well, with that horrible revelation that we just had, and now everybody's fucking heartbroken.
I feel a little better already, actually.
Okay.
I had a pretty good week, you guys.
No, I'm gonna talk now. It's my turn.
Hang on. I want to tell you how great my week was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I went to work for the last 4 days. Tomorrow's going to be 5. It was pretty good. You know, a lot of paperwork, a lot of meeting with people. I ate dinner last night. That tasted pretty good. Some leftovers. I slept.
He's really stretching. He's stretching more than he's ever stretched
in his
life.
No, he wanted the floor, Rob. Let him go.
I'm going to back off.
Okay. So last night I saw a movie. What movie did I see? Take a guess. Rob, you get 1/2 of a guess. You get to say 2 words.
Battlestar.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds fucking awesome.
Well, not even a movie.
You said I could say 2 words, and it's 3 words. The title of the movie I thought you watched is Battlestar Galactica, would be the 3rd word.
That's a TV show,
Battlestar Galactica, I'm pretty sure was just a TV show.
What?
Somebody correct us. That could be a movie. Google that while you got your phone out. Anyway.
I could have sworn that was a movie.
Yeah, I think you might.
I never watched it, but I thought maybe you did.
Also, Battlestar is 1 word, Rob.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
See, this proves that I really haven't seen it.
My mind was also blown. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was 2 words.
Is it a movie? Survey says.
3 seconds
Give us
for your Google search.
The news, Steve Harvey.
Capabilities here.
It's had several movies.
Oh.
So did you see it?
Fuck no.
Oh.
I did not see Battlestar Galactica.
The last one that came out was in 2012.
I was about to say, the show that originated in the 90s, I did not watch one of their...
Richard Hatch starred in it. Everybody knows Richard Hatch.
Mike, it's your turn to guess. You have 1/4 of a word that you're allowed to say. Ding! He got it! That's also wrong, actually, now that I think about it. That sound is not
the start of what you saw.
Any of what I...
All right, let's see what the title is, and I'll prove you wrong. Go ahead.
All right, last night I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. He got it. No, he did get it. What do you think about that? You look disappointed.
I thought
that
I had it with Battlestar Galactica. I thought you were an avid fan.
As every minute goes by, Rob looks more and more disappointed that I made him sit here for this hour.
This is why I don't read the news or talk to people.
Well, you're one of the fools, so you are contractually obligated to sit here.
I guess I have to.
For at least one of these. You're good from now on. You don't even have to come back after.
Never again?
Never again.
Thank God.
So I saw Spider-Man. I gotta say, as an animated movie, this is probably one of the coolest looking movies I've ever seen.
Oh.
So we're living in the era of like Pixar.
Yeah.
And all that type of CGI animation. Mm-hmm. I've never seen a movie like this in my life. Ever.
Okay.
That's my hot take, I guess.
Did it feel like a comic book?
Yeah, the entire movie.
Really?
Nice. It really did. You're in for something fucking different from the opening titles. Like where it says like Columbia Pictures.
Right.
Right away you're in for something different. And they do such a great job with making it a specific style, and that style is just it's like mind-blowing how amazing these visuals are. I saw it in IMAX 3D, so I can only suggest to watch it at the very least in IMAX, but even in 2D I can imagine this experience is going to be amazing. So this is definitely a theater experience movie. You do not want to wait to see this movie. You need to see this movie as soon as you can in a theater. Mike, you look like you have something to say.
When did you go see it?
I saw it last night. I just said that.
By yourself?
No, I did not see it by myself.
So you saw it with someone else.
I assume you're about to allude to the fact that I did not bring you to this movie.
You actually didn't even invite me,
No.
if I remember correctly.
I didn't invite anyone.
So that's kind of twisted.
How could you remember him not inviting you?
Well,
if he didn't do it. Stumped you on that, dumbass.
I don't.
I know you don't.
I think it's time for you to retire, Mike.
I'll be outside.
This is a gimmick he did last week, Rob. In case.
Well, I don't really care what his gimmick is. I have the better seat now, so.
Yeah, and you can also lean forward now even further. So
yeah, I could.
People will super hear you now.
So I was going to say what you were talking about, seeing a movie in IMAX 3D. I hate 3D.
That I know. I was actually gonna mention. I know 3D and you have a bad history.
I hate it so much. I think it looks like garbage.
Yeah, all right. I'll be honest. The 3D in this movie doesn't really matter. Sometimes it hits you. It does have a couple cool moments, but it really isn't necessary to the movie.
What made you want to see it in 3D?
I don't think there was just an IMAX version. I think it was only IMAX 3D.
Yeah, the one was just like
the regular 2D version. The difference being, I love IMAX. I think IMAX is a totally different experience for a movie, and it's hard to explain in case people don't particularly care one way or the other. But I like my movie theater experiences. I very much enjoy going out to the movies and sitting down for the big ones. Like the ones that are big action movies that have that are going to have big set pieces and big epic moments.
Right.
Because those are the movies that were filmed for the theater experience. Like I tend not to go see dramatic movies out in theaters because you can wait for those. You can sit on your couch and get the same emotional impact.
Right.
But for a movie like this, where it's going to be hitting you in the face with insane visuals every minute, I needed to see this in theaters. And IMAX, I think, just triples that experience. Because the surround sound and the screen is like twice as big as a regular 2D screen, as a regular standard screening.
Right.
So all that shit just makes the experience that much better. Will that change your experience?
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
Probably not.
No, I didn't think so.
So, not that I care as much as Mike. So, what did you think of the plot line?
Story-wise?
Yeah.
It's really good.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a really, really good Spider-Man movie. It's very, very good. It's got a lot of heart. That's probably the best thing I could say about it. It's very funny at times. Some of the jokes, I wouldn't say they're bad, but I'm not going to sit here and go, that was hysterical. Some of them were hysterical. There's a couple characters in the movie that literally everything they said had me laughing, but other times I was just like, huh, yeah. like the little slight chuckles.
Right.
But the whole time I had a smile on my face. And except for the points where you're not supposed to have a smile on your face. Like
right.
If you understand what I mean. Like when it got dramatic, it was dramatic. But when it was funny, it was funny. It's not going to have you rolling, I don't think. But it's definitely a great, fun movie. But I think the big win here is its visuals. It's its animation. If this movie doesn't win Best Animated Movie at the Oscars, there's something fucking wrong. Because if like The Incredibles 2 wins it, I would be disgusted.
Yeah.
Because this is a movie I don't think I've ever seen before. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before, and it's gonna be unlike I think anything you've ever seen before, and you're gonna go fucking bananas for it. Because you love comic book. I think Rob, you are in the mindset of like you just like to have fun.
Yeah.
When you're sitting in the theater, like you're not looking to be like, what a mind blowing experience. Like you're just like, that was a good movie. I feel like you have more of that mindset.
Yeah, I mean there are certain movies where I would like to be like totally blown away, but most of the time I try to go watching movies without any expectations, and I find that I just enjoy myself more and find my money more well spent. Like unless it's just terrible, like Justice League or Batman vs Superman, where I paid all this money and be like, maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll suck, and then I get out and I'm like, I really shouldn't have paid for that.
Well, what about Venom?
Venom was like the same thing.
Falls in the same category.
Yeah. I try to like give it a fair shot.
I don't blame you for having that mindset when you go into movies. What the fuck just happened to me? Ugh. I'm having a stroke just thinking about this
Light
movie.
the candle.
Yeah. I'm
Calm
smelling
down.
toast. I have the unfortunate mindset of hyping myself up sometimes. Sometimes I'll go into a movie going, I cannot wait to see this. And it just cannot live to that expectation. And especially with Spider-Man movies. And like same thing with Venom. Like, because it's a Spider-Man-esque movie. It's part of that Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I would go into that with that expectation because I love it so much. And going into this movie with that expectation, I can gladly sit here and say it absolutely meets it. If anything, from the visuals, like, you will not be bored at all watching this movie. Not a single time. There'll always be something for you to, like, keep your eye on. You won't be bored at all. So,
did you find any, like, neat Easter eggs in the movie? Or
yes.
were they just, like, in your face?
Some of them are in your face. Some of them you kind of, like, glance over and you go, oh! But for the most part, it's not beating you over the head with it. Sometimes they're beating over your head with it, but in a good way. It fits with the story.
Okay.
And it makes you go, oh, that's really, really cool. So, yeah, you just got to keep your eyes out. But going back to the plot, I mean, this movie's it's got a really strong center. You think with, like, the Spider-Verse
Right.
Gimmick of it with the multiple spider characters, it would kind of get convoluted and confusing. It really doesn't. It really it makes sense in the comic book way of saying that.
Right.
It makes sense, quote unquote. They make it work, and you follow along pretty easily. So, I think you're really gonna like it.
Now is
personally.
Peter Parker in this
That's a
one?
guarantee.
I didn't see anything like that.
Yes,
Oh.
he's in the trailer. That's not a spoiler. He's in the trailer.
Oh, is that the dude in the sweatpants?
Yes,
Really?
That's Peter
What do you
Parker.
think about that take of Peter Parker?
it's awesome.
You think so?
When you see the movie, it's awesome.
Okay, I didn't think
you-
that was Peter Parker. That's throwing me off
Yeah,
now.
no, that's Peter Parker. You just have to watch. Like I said, just watch it. Everything will make sense, and it's awesome. They do it so well.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. It's funny. He's probably one of the funnier parts of the movie. He's also where a lot of the heart comes from, because he's Peter Parker. So
Right.
that's like your compass of Spider-Man, who Spider-Man is. That's Peter Parker always. Jesus, I just smacked the mic. That's your compass of who Spider-Man is, and it's not like he guides the movie because it's very much a Miles Morales story. It's very much following Miles Morales, and he is amazing. All the voice actors did an incredible job as well. So everyone brings their A game. There are a lot of great villains, and it's just really good. It's just really, really good.
Even Spider Pig.
Spider Ham.
Oh, right. Spider Pig's the
Do you want to know? Because it's not a spoiler. Do you want to know Spider Ham's origin?
Sure.
He was a spider who was bitten by a radioactive pig.
Pig
Yeah.
bit a spider.
Hold on. A radioactive pig
Bit a normal spider.
bit a regular old spider.
And it didn't die.
It gained the strength
And shape
and proportionate abilities
of a pig.
of a cartoon pig.
And a spider.
Much like the Porky sense of pig. Because he's a cartoon. He's very much a cartoon.
Oh. So what else is going on with you?
There's a lot of great characters. My personal favorite is Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You saw that in the
Yeah.
trailer. Hopefully you'd pick it up, but he's voiced by Nicolas Cage,
No way.
and it's amazing. That is
Where the fuck has he been?
making this movie, I guess.
Oh, my God.
It's fucking awesome. Everything he said had me laughing. Pretty much
Wow.
every single line. Almost every single line he says in this movie was... Just because it's Nicolas Cage saying it. It was just so funny. So,
Now I'm excited to see that.
yeah, so that was really great. They have this weird... This is all in the trailer, so I'm not giving anything away. They have this weird anime chick
Okay.
who's in a mech,
Yeah, I saw
a
that.
spider mech
Yes.
suit. I guess here, if I had I guess I can call it a critique, but it's not a critique. It's more of an observation because it doesn't bother me at all. They don't really do anything. They don't serve the story in any way.
Okay.
Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, and the mech, Spider-Mech, the
Right.
chick, Penny Parker is what her name is.
Oh.
Yeah. In case you
Yeah, everyone knows Penny.
In case you were wondering.
No, I knew that. I knew who she was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've totally heard of Penny Parker.
I've seen multiple comics of yours in your room.
Yeah.
Penny Parker.
I have a
specific.
whole collection of Penny Parker comics.
I just got you because she doesn't have any comics.
Right. I knew that, and I was trying to test you.
Oh, okay. So did I pass?
Nope.
C plus at best.
Yeah, just pass. It's like a pity C plus.
Oh, it's a pity.
Yeah, it's a pity like a piggy, like a spider pig.
Spider Ham.
Right.
Where the fuck is Mike?
Maybe he went to get Taco Bell.
He's really living out this fucking shtick that he did.
Whatever, man.
Oh, well, I guess. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to hear any of this anyway.
Yeah.
So. What else? I was literally saying something. Yeah, they don't serve the story in any particular way, other than showing the multiverse. That's their purpose of the story, is that showing there's multiple universes. They're there. They have great moments. They're funny at times. They don't take anything away from the story. They're not hindering the story from being there. But they don't like make it go, wow, if it wasn't for them, this would be something else. And it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's really.
You think it's balanced?
It's very balanced. They balance everybody's characters really well. But like I said, it's a Miles Morales story. His relationship to Peter Parker. Spider-Gwen is there. She adds another big factor to the mix. She's definitely one of more of the main characters. So her, Miles, and Peter are like the main three. And it's a lot of fun. I'm because in a couple of weeks we're going to do our year-end review, our year-end awards, the Fools Awards for our favorite who'sies of the year. I'm trying to figure out where this ranks in my year, because this was really great. I just don't know if it was my favorite of the year, but it was really great.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, it's easily the best animated movie I've seen in years. Easily.
I guess the viewers or listeners will just have to wait and see who wins what for our Who'sy Awards.
For the who'sies. I hope you're there, because maybe you'll be our, the lady that brings out in her nice dress the award and holds it.
Right.
ready.
Oh, I could be the lady.
You're the lady. That's what. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. What are you busy?
I mean, yeah. I have other lady things to do.
It could be.
I have a lot of award ceremonies to dress up for. You see.
It's a busy time.
Yeah.
It's the award season. You're right.
Right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
Presume that you'd be available.
Well, you did, and I forgive you.
So, all right. I think that wraps up our Spider-Verse conversation. So hopefully, Mike, if you're in earshot, we're done talking about Spider-Verse. I don't know if he's coming back.
I hope he doesn't, because I really enjoy my spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you scoot up further?
Oh.
I mean, like in your chair.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're much more audible.
That's good.
So, what else was going on? I mean, I guess sticking in the vein of comic book movies. Are you excited about anything coming out? I guess that's a leading question.
No.
And that's
a good answer. Aquaman's out now,
that's
right?
Where I'm
today.
That's where I'm going with it. And no, it's not.
Oh, see, that's what I mean, man. Like, we were just talking about how I don't keep up with anything. Like, Zach was like, "Do you have Google News alerts?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, good. Welcome to the world."
Have you seen any trailers?
Okay, like half? Like half a trailer?
Hold on. This is great. I want you to explain to me what you think Aquaman's going to be about.
Well, I did see Black Manta. I did see that in the trailer.
How does he look, in your opinion?
From the quick shot I got, I mean, he looks just like Black Manta. I mean...
So is that a good thing or a bad thing? I
mean, it just is. It's just Black Manta. I mean,
wow,
it's
what a take!
I'm I'm not like a big Aquaman dude, so like for me to say Black Manta looks fucking sick.
But you like comic books.
Yeah, I like comic books, sure, but I don't really have an opinion for Aquaman and his characters. It's just, I mean, he looks okay. I didn't, like I said, I saw one time. I didn't even watch the whole trailer, but like I saw Black Manta. I was like, oh, cool, Black Manta's gonna be in the movie. But like I didn't like really take notice or like look back to like get any like super detailed opinion of anything. Because Aquaman, like, I don't fucking care. Aquaman.
So you're not really looking forward to this in any big way.
No. I'm gonna see it, but I'm not gonna be like super pumped about it.
Would this make you more pumped when I tell you it's 2.5 hours long?
No. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, that did make me very excited. I'll be honest with you.
I think that's probably too long already.
I didn't even see it.
Sweet spot would be like 2 hours and like 5 minutes. Like, don't push it with Aquaman.
Guess how long Into the Spider-Verse was?
Hour and a half.
2 hours and 5 minutes.
See, that is a great time.
I just made that up off the top of my head.
I still think it sounds good.
I actually have no idea if that's true or not. So, hold on. I'm Googling Into the Spider-Verse's runtime because I know I'm close to being right. I was wrong. It's an hour and 56, which is actually really good. That's a really, really good. I agree. An hour and a half is like the lowest you can go. For an action movie, I agree. If it's just a basic action movie that you're just trying to get from point A to point B in the story, that's a very good, solid runtime. But if you're trying to tell a story, 2 hours is a good. It's a medium out. Yeah. I saw actually an interview. It actually happened within this last week. Maybe it was a tweet from the Russo brothers, the guys that made the Avengers.
Okay.
They actually said the 2 hour movie is dead. Like it's just the time is gone. Like there's just gonna be more longer movies now.
It's like 3 hours.
Yeah,
that's like the standard. I feel like now, like almost every movie that's good is like 3 hours long.
Especially with comic. Well, I'm not gonna put comic book movies in the same tier as like an Oscar award winner. But even though some people will disagree and say it should be in that category, to which I say, watch more movies.
Why? Have you seen Batman vs Superman? You really think it should be in the same category?
That's a real Godfather right there. Fucking.
I mean, the point is the majority of the comic book movies fucking suck.
Yeah, you're right.
How can you say that with like a handful of good Avengers movies and Marvel's like that's not enough? We're just starting.
Yeah, a handful is like an overstatement too, because Marvel has a lot. They have a really good formula, but not every one of their movies is amazing.
No, not everyone is a home run. No.
Yeah, some of them, I'd say 5 are absolute home runs, and there's 20 of them. That's below average.
So tell me your 5 home run movies.
Do you want to give me? All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Here's a top 5. You think of yours while I do mine. I have to take a swig right there.
Go ahead.
All right, number 5 on the list. At the lowest of the low, even though it's still amazing. Hold on, I have to count backwards. That's number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. Iron Man. The first Iron Man's number 5.
Right.
I loved that movie when that came out. And retroactively looking back at it, it's easily the perfect movie to start off the Marvel Universe. And
I agree.
It completely sets everything off, and Robert Downey Jr. is not... He kind of seems like he's like doing a shtick now, but back then, it was like, holy shit, this is exactly what he should have been doing this whole time in his life.
Yeah.
So, that movie fucking blew my mind the first time I saw that movie.
Yeah, he did a damn good job in that movie.
Number 4, I guess at this point, and we're doing MCU, right? We're doing Marvel.
Yep.
Number 4 has to be the original Avengers.
Yeah.
The first Avengers. As much as I fucking love that movie, I want to put it higher, but as I'll explain for the other ones, it's just looking back at it, it's a little too long. as we were just talking about, it's a 2.5-hour movie. Maybe if it was trimmed down like 10 or 15 minutes, that might be like a perfect fucking movie. It's just got a little bit too much fat in it, I think. I love the Avengers, though. That fucking New York City fight scene is beyond comprehension at how they pulled that off. Number 3 is going to have to be Infinity War. No. Fuck it. Number 3, Civil War.
Okay.
Again, for basically the same reasons as the Avengers. I can't fathom how they pulled that off.
Right.
How they made such a compelling story with all those fucking characters. Like, the Avengers did it with 6 people. Civil War did it with about 10.
Yeah.
10, 12. And then to go even further than that, my number 2 is Infinity War. Is my second favorite one.
Right.
Oh, fuck. I screwed this whole list up. I have to take out Iron Man. Avengers is number 5. What did I say was my number 3? Civil War is my number 3.
Yeah.
No. Fuck. I blew this.
Why don't we not
I blew this.
list them in order? Like, just list.
You really put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay. We'll work through it.
Because I guess I have more than 5. Maybe there are more than 5. I'm glad I talked myself out of this. You're right. I'm just gonna say them. Avengers, Infinity War, Civil War, Iron Man, Winter Soldier is absolutely the best one of the whole franchise. That's my favorite movie. That's where I was getting at.
You just said all of mine.
That's where I was getting at. That was going to be my number 1. But what has to be in this conversation is Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the one I forgot about.
Yep.
Because
the first one.
Yeah, exactly. Because that changed everything.
Yeah.
Those movies were on a fucking downward spiral, like as it was getting to 2014.
Right.
And because I think Age of Ultron was 2015, so
it's a little bit of a peak there.
It was Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, it sucked.
In 2013, and then I think Winter Soldier came out first, which again is still my favorite, and then Guardians came out. I was like, what the fuck is this? Who are these people, and why is this so much like Star Wars, and why do I love it so much?
Yeah.
So Guardians is definitely up there.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, those are all mine. Maybe I would substitute one for Guardians, but I don't even, like, the Thor movies are just, like, even the first one. All the Thor movies besides Ragnarok, I actually really liked Ragnarok.
Ragnarok's really funny, but I wouldn't put it in my favorites.
No, but I liked, out of the Thor movies, that's definitely the best one. I actually think that's a really good movie.
Home run, though?
No, it's like a double. If we're still talking baseball.
I mean, we might as well.
It's a double.
It's a solid...
Ant-Man would be like a double.
I disagree.
Yeah? What, you think a triple?
Are you out of your mind? No.
You think a home run?
Absolutely not. Ant-Man is not... I think Ant-Man is not very good.
Really?
I don't think Ant-Man's very good. I think people went way too bonkers for that movie, and it's not that good.
See, I liked it. I think it's worthy of a double.
If Ant-Man is a double, Ragnarok is a fucking in the park home run. Because Ant-Man is absolutely not in the conversation as the top Marvel movie. As one of the top Marvel movies. It's low tier, in my opinion. I think that movie is cookie cutter, and I think it's boring for the most part.
You think they just made it just to actually put him in Avengers? Is that kind of what?
They were always going to make Ant-Man. I didn't think it was like a last-ditch effort. They were always going to make it. It went through production hell, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, because Edgar Wright was going to do it.
Right.
The guy who did Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead and all that stuff. Yeah, that guy. And then Marvel wanted him to do something because they started the MCU. They were going to start the MCU with Ant-Man.
Thank God they didn't do that.
Yeah, they didn't do that. They started with Iron Man, and then once that kicked off, I fucking keep hitting the mic. What's wrong with me? they started the MCU, and then as Ant-Man kept its production going, they were like, can you make it more like this? To Edgar Wright. And Edgar Wright was like, no. And so they were like, you're fired?
And he was like, do you have an unemployment slip?
I need to get paid. So I think Edgar Wright backed out. I think he was like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to do this. And so we got the movie we got. We got the, hey, this is our MCU version of this movie. Which is fine. It's a completely fine
I like your take on these things.
It's a completely fine movie. It's not that great. I don't like the hype around it. I hate how people are like, oh my god, the Michael Pena scene is so funny. Like, it's fine. It's a fucking sketch from Comedy Central 5 years ago. Watch Comedy Central Drunk History. Have you seen Drunk History from Comedy Central?
No, I haven't. I hear a lot of people like it, though.
Do yourself a favor, watch that, and then watch the Ant-Man scene, and you'll realize, oh, they just ripped that off. It's so Edgar Wright, though, that they pull it off. It's very interesting in a movie to sit there and watch that scene play out. But I literally sat there going, oh, I've seen this before.
Oh, see, I haven't.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I thought it was really funny.
And that's what a lot of people thought.
Yeah.
And I'm like, grow up. not grow up. It's completely fine. It's completely fine. But it's absolutely not a double. Going back to the original point, it's absolutely not a double. It hits the back wall, he goes for two, and then he gets out. That's what happens. So...
Well, agree to disagree, I guess. Maybe you're a better umpire than I am.
You know what? Maybe you're fired too. Wherever Mike went, you should go.
Taco Bell?
The
unemployment line?
Oh, man. What the fuck else is going on?
I mean,
still playing a lot of Smash. We talked about this last week. I heard about the... you know who Sakurai is?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah,
Sakurai.
the guy.
I forget his first name, but
I don't know. The guy who made Smash or whatever. He's with Nintendo.
He created Smash. He developed it, and he's still doing it.
God among men.
Is he a god among men?
For Nintendo, he sure is.
I guess he is. You're right. If there's like a Mount Rushmore of Nintendo,
he'd be on it.
It'd be the Link. It'd be Mario. It'd be Super Smash, I guess, the symbol.
Yeah, and then it would be Sakurai, but Master Hand would be attached to his arm.
Because it's a glove.
Yeah.
So it'd be his hand.
In the glove.
Wouldn't he then kind of just look like Mickey Mouse?
I'm picturing it.
You're right. Or like Michael Jackson.
You're totally right. He's just like Mickey Mouse. Damn it. Why didn't I think of that? Now I feel so stupid. I have to start all over with my Mount Rushmore for Nintendo.
Alright, back to the beginning. No, he explained what the logo means. The circle, and it's got the cross in it. And I won't give anything else away. You know what it looks like.
Yeah.
What do you think it means? I'll give you a hint. Don't overthink it.
Maybe, I mean... the only thing I can really think of is maybe this four main characters from Nintendo, like Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, and...
You are super close.
Okay.
The slash
right
is because it's a crossover.
Oh, okay.
It's the OG and best crossover game in any video game ever.
Right.
Fucking fight me on that. That's objectively true. So many fucking different franchises in these games. The four pieces was to represent the four players because it's a 4-player game.
Oh, that's really simple.
Exactly. Don't overthink it.
All right.
So yeah, and he said that I was like, oh, okay. That's totally true.
Not major, but it's
yeah.
I didn't know
That's
before.
a funny little thing. I'm glad you said that before you died, because then everybody for the rest of time would be like, what does it mean? So I'm glad he said that. Glad he said that. So
maybe he'll release another little tidbit of fun in the next 10 years when he makes another Smash game.
Is it 10 years?
I don't know, man.
No,
it takes a while to get those out, though. They have so much replay value.
The Wii U one, I think, was 5 years ago. 5 or 6. Yeah, because we were playing Brawl for the most part through after high school.
I get the Brawl and Wii U one confused.
We were just talking about this. Mike and I were just talking about this last week because we were trying to figure out which one we played more.
What is it? It's Brawl and then Smash for Wii U. Is that what it's called?
It's literally Smash Wii U, but
it's a shit title.
But people don't call it that. People call it Smash 4.
Right, because that's a way better title.
Well, yeah, it's just what the people call it anyway. So Mike and I were ranking our Smash games last week, and we were discussing where Brawl ranks, even though we collectively agreed that Brawl's pretty terrible as a game.
Why?
Tripping.
Oh man, is that the game that does that? See, that's what I mean. I don't know which one does what. Yeah,
Tripping was the fucking worst.
There's no reason for it.
It literally had no reason. It had no purpose.
It's like there's invisible bananas all over the goddamn stage.
It was absolute trash. So yeah, we talked about this last week. Go watch that. Go listen to that podcast. But we were talking about how long we were playing Brawl. And I told him, I said, I think Brawl had more life. And he's like, I remember playing the Wii U one more. And I reminded him, do you remember, I literally said the same exact thing last week, when I was living in the house with my roommates.
Right.
For an entire year. We played Smash Brawl almost every fucking week.
Yeah.
And for like 2 or 3 years before that, we were only playing Brawl. That easily had the most life for us.
Yeah.
Wii U, we played it a lot. And then we stopped playing it for like a year and a half, 2 years.
That's right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
Brawl
we played more.
Brawl had the most life, even though it's easily probably the worst one.
Uh-huh.
But
I mean, that's all we had though.
Yeah, it's all we had. But it was definitely bad.
Looking back, at the time it was like top notch because that was the newest one.
I think Brawl got me really hyped for the characters, but the Wii U one was nuts.
Yeah.
Do you remember all the announcements?
Yeah.
Like for Mega Man.
Yep.
Bananas.
People were so stoked about Mega Man.
Mega Man. I remember the announcement for Sonic.
Yeah,
for
me
Brawl. No, Brawl had some good ones, but the Wii U one really fucking took it to another notch.
I feel like Pac-Man was like, oh.
I love that. I personally got a huge kick out of that, and I love playing as Pac-Man in that game because he's just so fucking weird.
Yeah, he is.
He's just a stupid character. He's so like clunky.
The DLC for that game too, or maybe that was Wii U. I'm thinking of with like Ryu. That's Wii U.
Yeah, Brawl didn't have DLC yet.
Yeah,
there was no DLC for Brawl, but Wii U.
The DLCs for Wii U were a big thing.
Yeah, because they had a lot of good ones. They had Ryu. They had Cloud.
And Bayonetta.
Bayonetta was the big one that people still fucking hate.
Yeah. Oh, they nerfed her.
Yeah,
she's not as crazy.
Exactly. I mean, she's still fun to use. This was the first. Ultimate is the first time I got to use her.
I still haven't used her.
She's
or
weird.
Cloud.
Cloud is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Having played now all these different characters through the classic mode the past couple days, Cloud I've been having a lot of weird fun with. He's very easy, very simple, very simple character to use.
They nerfed him too.
I'm sure they did.
They did strong. that move where you charge up. What is it like your
limit breaker?
Yeah. They used to just stay, and now when you charge it up fully, it only stays for a little bit instead of just standing there the whole time until you die.
I'm glad they changed that. I didn't even notice that it was something that stayed, because that would have been fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because that move is amazingly strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why they nerfed it. It was too much.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What else have you been playing this week? Still Red Dead, probably?
I played some Red Dead. It's just, I don't know. I feel like Rockstar has really awesome storylines, and their single-player games are amazing. I've never been, since GTA 4 Online was, like, so much fun. I had the best time playing that. And then, like, GTA 5 came out, I just wasn't into the multiplayer for some reason. It just didn't hit home, and I felt like the controls for GTA 5 were weird. I personally felt like they were clunky. I didn't like the aiming system they had. I felt like it was slow.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna say that about GTA 5, Red Dead is on the other side of the spectrum because it's not slow. It's like you're instantly killing everyone because the aim assist is out of control.
Yeah, but even then, like I still struggle with killing people in online in Red Dead. It's just like it's weird. Even the aiming system in that game is like just weird to me. It just seems slow. It feels clunky, and it's just. I mean, I haven't played GTA 4 in years and years and years, so maybe that's like the clunkiest piece of shit I can ever touch again. But it just for Red Dead Online, and just especially with the aiming, like if I feel like it's kind of like what you say sometimes when we talk about games. It's like it's too realistic. Like it's not really. It doesn't feel like a video game sometimes. Like the story mode with the health cores and you have to hunt and craft your items, I get. But to put it in online and to have health cores for online. So,
explain what health cores are.
So health cores in Red Dead Redemption are when you get damaged, like if you get shot or punched or whatever. If you take damage in that game, your health core for either your health, your stamina, or your Deadeye, which is an ability that slows down time so you can kill enemies easier. And this is I'm explaining single player cores because this is like where it starts. So your health core allows you to regenerate your health faster or at all. If your health core is totally down, your health doesn't regenerate. So like there's a little ring around the health core.
So your core is the heart in the middle.
Right.
And when that's down, it cannot go back up.
Right.
The ring around it goes up and down.
Right.
But the middle part is what you need to eat food for.
Yes.
And it's
so
annoying.
If your health core in the middle goes down all the way and you take damage, your health ring doesn't actually go back up. You need to have a positive health core, I'll say, to have your health regenerate. And the same thing with your Deadeye and your stamina. It's the same thing. So and the only way to do that is to buy food, hunt food, and cook it. And that's how you increase your health cores, or drink tonics to like fortify or give like another layer to your health or stamina rings or Deadeye rings to use it longer or take more damage or run longer or whatever. So in online, it has the same exact mechanic, but I don't want to be running around hunting or buying food. And so if anyone who doesn't know yet or hasn't played Red Dead Online has in my opinion, the shittiest money-making system ever. You loot, you get like 4 cents.
Is that still the same? I thought they updated it.
It's not much. You still get I mean, actually, that's not true. I looted someone. The most I've gotten is like 50 cents, and I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's loaded." And like, I remember thinking that to myself. Like, yeah, because I'm like, I've never looted someone with 50 cents online before. That's nuts.
A horrible Stockholm syndrome.
Yes,
brought into your brain.
Yes. So it still has the same mechanics in online. So when you take damage, you respawn, but your health core and your stamina core are half gone, and they don't go back up. You do not respawn with full cores.
And the X factor in all this trash is other players.
Right.
Constantly killing you.
Right. So when you die in online, you have to eat food. So the only way to get food is to hunt it and cook it yourself, which takes time. A lot of time.
And people killing you.
In between.
Yeah.
Or you have to have enough money to go and buy food, but you don't have any money because you can't make money. You make money by hunting and fishing, which they nerfed. Or you make money by playing online, like in like the game types, like Team Deathmatch or Capture the Flag or like that kind of stuff. I mean, and that's what I've been doing. I'm actually been enjoying that a little bit more, playing the online game modes. So like Most Wanted.
Yeah. So if you don't even want to free roam, which is everything I did it again. for everything you were just talking about, that's all free roaming. But there's obviously like Team Deathmatch and
it's free roaming, but you still have health cores in those too.
Yeah, but it's part of a game type that'll eventually end.
Yeah.
So that doesn't necessarily matter. You're playing to a point, and that point will eventually end, and then that's in that time period whether or not you're using food, because that's the same thing as GTA Online. And GTA 5 Online was a lot of fun too. I know what you're talking about with GTA 4 and the discrepancy between the two. I think and Red Dead 2 follows this example. Red Dead 5 was a grind.
Yeah.
To like get yourself to a good point of.
You mean GTA 5?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What did I say? I say Red Dead?
Red Dead 5.
Red Dead 5. So in Sonic Mania, when you... No, in GTA 5, it just took so long to get good shit. To put it as simply as possible. And Red Dead 2 is the same way. Where GTA 4 was, you basically had a rocket launcher in the first second you had the game.
Yeah.
Because there was areas where you can go to just collect good shit.
Although I personally think Red Dead 2's progression, like to unlock certain items, is easier and better than GTA 5. I think GTA 5
You unlock the items, but you still have to use money to unlock to get them.
Yeah, but I think because it's like set like in earlier times, like the 1800s, it's not as much. And even though you don't make a lot from a lot of the stuff you do, it's still easier to make $1,000 than like $20,000 or like whatever it is. And I haven't played GTA 5 in so friggin' long. I don't even know the prices of anything. But like now they have like flying cars and jetpacks and whatever the fuck they have in GTA 5, and that costs like a shit ton of money to get. And like, you know, like with your apartments and cars and tanks and like those are crazy amounts of money. And like you really have to grind the heists to get that money.
Yeah, you get decent amount of money for that though. I feel like in Red Dead though, the good thing about Red Dead 2, I don't think you necessarily need a really good gun.
Right.
To feel strong in that game.
Right.
Because we've had plenty of experience at this point where people are coming at us with the supposed best guns in the game, and you just take out your regular Cattleman rifle, your Cattleman revolver, and you just flick the toggle up, you get that headshot, and it's over. So that's a good feeling for Red Dead, at least. They have that. All right.
I just think it's more balanced.
So it's easy. So I would say it's safe to say that Red Dead Online is winning your game of the year. Correct? Spoilers. For
probably.
For the Game Awards.
Probably. No. The single player would over the multiplayer.
Okay.
I generally feel that way with all Rockstar games.
So I guess tune in for the Fool's game for the
Whoozy Wutsies.
The Foolsy Wutsies. No, the Fool's Whoozy Wutsies.
Right.
That's going to be the award show.
That's it.
In a couple weeks. We'll see who wins. I guess we'll just say Game of the Year out of that.
We really did this whole thing without Mike.
Almost. We have one more thing I want to do because I remembered it.
Okay.
Last week we started this week with our super not special guest Rob.
Yeah, I'm not special at all whatsoever.
Because Mike completely disappeared. He was probably snapped out of existence. Get it?
Thanos.
Get it? Because
I actually, now that you're saying that, I honestly feel like I'm the equivalent of Taco Bell's dollar menu. I'm just expendable. I can be gotten rid of at any time.
All right, bitterness aside. Last week we started something called the Avengers 4 speculation section. So every week until Avengers 4 comes out, we will each give one prediction, one specific speculation about that movie, about what's going to happen in that movie. So this week, Rob, as the guest, what is your speculation for Avengers 4?
Well,
one speculation. You get one prediction.
Why don't we remind the viewers of what they were last week?
Okay, so
And if you haven't listened to that podcast, go listen to it.
Last week, Mike said Chris Evans' Captain America will cry one single tear in that entire movie, which is in the trailer. So, which is that's a hot take. So he's only gonna cry once, and he's only gonna cry that single tear. That's Mike's first prediction of that movie. My first prediction was Captain America will not die by the end of that movie. He will be alive by the end of the movie.
Really?
That's my one prediction. Also, the final rule here, I and anyone who participates is reserved the right to change their prediction at any time they want.
Okay.
So with all that said, to close out our podcast here, and I'll give my second one. What is your first one prediction, your one speculation for the Avengers 4 speculation section?
My initial thought was Captain America's going to die, but now that I'm thinking, now I'm questioning that.
It's the easy answer, right? You think he's going to die, so they're not going to do it.
I will say my official first speculation is that Bruce Banner and Black Widow, I can't remember her actual name, are going to kiss at least once.
Ooh, at least once.
At least.
Are we going to get multiple smooches in that movie?
I think they'll have like a one really big romantic kiss.
Okay. I like it. Because they are alive.
Yeah.
They're currently still alive. That's a good one. Alright, so my one speculation, my one prediction, my second one, I guess I should call it. I'm going to say Thanos will be in no more than 3 scenes in that movie.
That's bold.
It's a bold statement. I think this movie will entirely be about the Avengers. And Thanos will be in the beginning, he'll be somewhere in the middle, and he'll be in the end. But he will not... This movie will not be like Infinity War. In the sense that it was a Thanos story. Because that's what Infinity War was. It was a Thanos story.
It absolutely was.
I don't think this movie will do that. I think this movie will be about the Avengers.
I disagree, but
Okay.
I will accept that. And
well, it's my one prediction. We'll see. Like I said, I reserve the right to change that anytime I want, depending on what new trailers come out. And I think that'll do it.
that'll do it.
I got nothing else.
Me either.
Well, it was nice having you, Rob.
Thanks.
I'm glad you stuck this one out with me.
Me too. Not that I matter at all, but
Well, you're not special,
that's what. Yeah, it's the same thing.
but, you know, we hit a couple homers, maybe a couple doubles. You know what? Didn't hit a double.
Or we hit against the wall, got a double, and then got out.
That's not what I said, but...
Well, all right.
All right. Fuck Ant-Man, and... I just got a spit take out.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
Yeah, so fuck Ant-Man. We're done with this podcast. Oh, hey, Mike. Welcome back.
I'm back.
We're done. That's
Great.
it. That's the end of the podcast.
Awesome.
Uh,
I've been Mike.
no, real quick. We have 3 minutes. What's your your second prediction? Your second prediction of the Avengers 4
great.
speculation section.
We remembered.
Yeah. Okay, so to clarify, Rob said Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow and Bruce Banner are going to kiss at least once. There could be multiple smooches.
What was last week's?
Last week you said Chris Evans is going to cry 1 tear as Captain America.
That's true. That's
and
a fact.
And I said Captain America will not die.
Okay.
And I'm not changing that this week. I said Thanos will be in no more than 3 scenes in this movie. That's mine.
Pepper Potts will be alive.
And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in this week. I've been Zach
I've been Mike.
for 20 minutes of the podcast.
And I've been not so special, Rob.
Not so special, Rob. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
I hope you come back again sometime. You don't have to. Like I said, you've hit your contractually obligated appearance on the Fool's Perspective, but you're welcome back to come back if you want.
I hope you'll have me, even though I'm not so special.
Just be sure to ask first.
Yeah, in writing?
In writing, yeah, please. Via email would be best.
Right.
To,
Okay.
to our lawyers,
Okay.
multiple lawyers, obviously.
I'll take care of it.
We have many lawyers.
I'm all over it.
Well, Zach has many lawyers.
I get it.
And his family,
Yeah,
which is true.
this is a little personal.
Sorry. I have no lawyers in my family. If that's personal
Super
enough.
personal. This got weird.
I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna be outside for when you guys finish.
Okay, we'll
right.
wait till he closes the door and we'll finish this up.
All right, just hang on 1 second.
Thank God.
Fuck that guy.
What a dick.
Yes.
So fuck Mike, fuck Ant-Man. Thanks for tuning in. This was a Fool's Perspective, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, bye.